My God, what was that? There is one place to start on this Day 6 highlight show. Welcome back. This is our last highlight show, Dan.
Oh, I'm sad.
I'm Betty Glover. This is Dan Jervis. Like I said, one place to start, and that is obviously with the men's 200-metre free. What an unbelievable race that was. Double gold, Duncan Scott and James Guy. Incredible. And then Matt Richards took that bronze medal. Dan, how do you even sum that race up?
Oh, it was so intense. It was intense to the last inch. I couldn't call it. I didn't know where that was going to go. Matt Richards went out like an absolute rocket, which was expected, but also we do know Matt has a very good finish. But Duncan and Jimmy were just like charging up that last length. It was so exciting. Honestly, I felt as if I had to go for a run afterwards.
It was the most stacked race that we've had in British history in terms of medals, the most decorated race. That starting lineup was absolutely ridiculous. Nobody could call it. But the thing is, we went into it knowing that Matt Richards had a spot in Singapore in that race, but there was another individual spot left. So we knew whoever would win it, or whoever came after Matt Richards, would get that spot if they obviously went over the time. And it ended up being 2 golds. No one's ever seen that before, been in that position where selection-wise, what do? We text the selectors, said what's happening, and they were just like, don't know.
Well, it's a good problem to have, isn't it? Especially with those times, honestly. I think the slogan for Aquatics GB this year is "Tell the world we are coming." I think that was a good way to show them.
I think that was a brilliant way to show them. Before we get into it and show you that race, just a shout out to Will Ellard that won the men's 200-metre free in the Para, and he got that world consideration time, so he's put himself in a brilliant position. But come on then, let's have a look back at that men's 200-metre free final.
Take your marks.
It's an absolutely brutal event in the British swimming calendar. It's the final of the men's 200 metres freestyle, and it's a fabulous start in lanes 7 and 8. And Matt Richards, he's gone off in 7 very, very quickly. He's right next to Painter in 8, the sprinter. I didn't expect this tactic from Matt Richards. I wonder if the rest of the field are expecting it as well, Dan.
Yeah, we do expect to see Matt come back like an absolute train, but going out like a train, as he just did, 23.65. That is rapid.
Oh my word, this is just phenomenal. 0.6 faster than he went last year at the trials. Also going well in the middle is Jimmy Guy. Now, has Duncan Scott seen them? Look at this. Duncan Scott in 5, James Guy in 4, those two in the yellow lines. But look how far ahead Matt Richards is. Oh my word, 49.8 to his feet. Well, the British record was set at 50.4, 6/10 of a second inside the British record. And the charge now coming, and Duncan Scott has seen him. Duncan Scott in the black hat in lane 5 has definitely seen him.
Duncan chasing him down here on this last 70 metres. Matt breathing to the right, so he cannot see Duncan right now, but he will on the way back. This is going to come down to the last inch.
Well, I thought Jimmy Guy might have been done there, but never writes off Jimmy Guy in lane 4. Matt Richards' turn was awesome. If he can bring this back, he's going to win it. A British record is definitely on here, but what a race for the second place. At the moment, it is Matt Richards. He's already going. Who's going to get the touch here? In 4 at the top of those two, it's James Guy. Duncan Scott coming as well. 4 and 5. Guy and Scott. 4 and 5. Guy and Scott. Who's going to get the touch? It's James. Oh, no! What do we do about that? Oh, no! Oh, my word! It's a tie! The fastest of the two was going to go, and they just tied. What on earth are we going to do?
What a race that was. Now, joining us is 2 champions from this week. We've got Abby Wood and Freya Colbert. Abby, I'm just going to get your reaction to that final race, because, wow.
Yeah, I was a bit slow on that it was a draw. I saw Jimmy had won, and then I didn't realise Duncan had won until like afterwards. But yeah, it was so close. Like, it's always such a good event to end on, and yeah, just really impressive as usual.
What about you? What was your reaction? Because I don't think many people have seen it like that before, where you had one spot and then 2 people draw the gold.
Yeah, I, again, didn't realise there was one spot. I was just like, oh, joint first, that's crazy, what are the chances? And then it wasn't until on the commentary they were like, and you were like, oh, I don't know how they're going to decide. I was like, oh, yeah, because Matt's pre-selected. Yeah. But it was great to watch with Matt taking it out so quickly, and like the commitment was really exciting, and then seeing the boys come back, it's just, yeah, it's always a great race. And for the boys coming 4th and 5th, like it's such a strong relay, and like Jack in 4th and Evan in 5th, hopefully they'll get the nod from the selectors, and it'll be a really good summer with the boys on the team as well.
Yeah, it was funny, speaking of the selectors, I looked up and Chris Spice was just like, hi! I was like, yeah, thanks, helpful. But let's talk about sort of your British champs then. Abby, we'll start with you because it's been brilliant. How have you found it?
Yeah, it's been a long week. I think I started off a bit annoyed at the 2-3, but I kind of had to like refocus, and then I went on to doing a new event of the 4 IM, and then my main event, the 2 IM, was at the end of the week, and I'm glad I like held it together. But I've really enjoyed it. Like, it's been a really good vibe on poolside. I think the year after an Olympic year is always hard to get going again, but I think the vibe on poolside and like the crowd being amazing and the massive production of trials, like it's hard not to enjoy yourself.
And what's your thought process for the sort of 3-4 months heading into Worlds? Where do you think you're at?
I think it's really exciting. Obviously, like I've never been to Singapore before. I know it's a great pool. I've heard it's a fast pool, so that's exciting. And for me, my main focus is to just go some season's best and build on what my performance is here.
What makes a pool fast?
I have no idea. It's just word of mouth. I think people make it up so that you'll feel better when you go. I think scientifically it's how deep it is, and yeah, but word on the street is Singapore's pretty fast.
Oh, love that. Are you looking forward to that, Freya?
I've not heard it was a fast pool. I don't even know if they finished building it yet. But like, oh, okay. I'm glad to hear it's a fast pool after everyone was calling Paris a slow pool, but I went 1 PB and 1 not PB in Paris, so I don't really know what it means. We just kind of go and try and swim as fast as we can, I guess. Yeah, Thailand for the holding camp, Singapore. Going to try and book a holiday in Bali with some of the other girls afterwards. So we're planning our summer thick and fast over here. Should be a good one, yeah.
Freya, I just want to ask you, I've seen you all week. I feel like every session I've seen you have that microphone and give an interview. Like, honestly, you've done so much racing this week. First of all, have you enjoyed it?
Always, I love racing, and like some of the other guys having so many days off in the middle, I always say I'd rather be in the thick of the meet. And I enjoy doing lots of different events. This year I've kind of like moved my focus a bit away from the 4 Bentley so far to try and kind of broaden my event range and focus a bit more on the 2-3. I swam the 2 back this week. Wasn't my finest, but we did it anyway. And the 100 with the PB tonight was a really good way to finish the week. And I'm just feeling really strong as like my overall athlete profile. I think I've improved a lot in some areas I've been wanting to work on since the Olympics, and so feeling ready and like refreshed to go back into some 4 medley training and just see where I can go on those events this summer. It's been a fun week for sure.
Oh, awesome. Honestly, it's been so good to watch you both. I've loved every second of your races.
Yeah, you were both absolutely brilliant. Me and Dan keep saying phenomenal. It's all we keep, it's their word, but that you guys are phenomenal. It's been excellent. Let's check out your latest race, your last race of the championships. It's the women's 100 metre free.
Final of the women's 100 metres freestyle, and it's absolutely stacked, and the winner could come from absolutely anywhere. Really good start in lane 5. That was Eva Ocaro and also Abby Wood in 7, and 2 fabulous starts from these 2, technically brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, Eva's been working really hard on her start, and her 53 start was a 6.0, which is incredibly fast. So if she's managed to translate that into the 100, I think we're on for a really fast race.
Well, she's going to be first to turn, and that's a really quick 50. 26.13, that's outstanding for Eva Ocaro in lane 5. Now can Freya Anderson come back off that? I think it's going to help Freya Anderson that Ocaro's gone out quickly here. He's got 25 minutes to go in this final of the women's 100 metres freestyle. Right in the centre, Freya Anderson starting to move. She's got some work to do if she's going to go 53.55. She can do it, but she needs to bring it home. 5 metres to go. 53.55 she needs, and she's gone 54.09, 1/100th of a second ahead of Ocaro. So they're just outside of that Singapore qualification time.
Well, congratulations to Freya Anderson then. She is on that medley relay team doing the last leg, which is brilliant for her because she's got her spot in Paris. Also, if you're hearing any drilling, by the way, guys, that is because they are starting to take everything down here because it is obviously the last and final day, isn't it? Let's go back into it then. Shout out to Bruce D, who won the men's 50 metre para butterfly. It was a lifetime best for him, so really, really good achievement. On to the men's 50 metre butterfly then. Ben Proud, of course, it was Ben Proud. We know he's absolutely dominant in these 50 metre races. Slower start, but he was really happy, wasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't think he necessarily came into this meet fully tapered. He wasn't even shaving down. Now, shaving down, I think it's more mental than physical, but you know, when you're shaving down, it means you are absolutely ready to go. So to do a time like that, not 100% ready for it. My gosh, I can't wait for Singapore.
Yeah, he is a ridiculously good athlete, isn't he? On to the women's 800-metre free. Amelie Bloxage, 16 years old, won another gold medal, bagged herself another gold medal. She's retained her title in the 800-metre free, adding to the 1500-metre title as well. 3 medals in these games for that 16-year-old little rocket.
I know. She really is a pocket rocket, isn't she? She's got such a good career ahead of her. She's already had one, and she's only 16 years of age, leaving this champs with double gold and a silver medal. She's got a summer ahead of her.
And it was so funny because I was talking to her mum during that 800 race, and she was so incredibly nervous, just biting her nails. She just couldn't sit still. She couldn't stop moving. And I was like, you know what? You're going to have a lifetime of this. The rate she's going, she's going to be doing this for the rest of her 20s and some.
Yeah, I think we do forget the toll this takes on our parents. I just remember my mum and dad. I was nervous. I was a nervous wreck. My parents, they needed CPR at the end of my races. They were honestly having nervous breakdowns up there.
Oh, that was so funny. Right, shout out as well. I keep saying shout out, but it's just because I'm so buzzing about all of these amazing races. But Ollie Morgan took home gold again, another gold for him. That's a triple gold in these championships in the men's 200-metre back. He got the treble last year. He got the treble this year. And he was really under that Singapore time as well, well under that Singapore time. He's impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know how you watched the final 10 metres of that race, because I could see Luke Greenbank. It was like Luke tied a rope around Ollie in that last length and was just reeling him in like this. I watched the last 25 like this. I didn't know who was going to win.
No, I had absolutely no idea. It was a brilliant race, though. So good. And shout out to Luke. I said shout out again. Every time I say shout out, whack me. But Luke Greenbank also was under that Singapore time as well. He obviously came second, so it means he'll be under consideration, but he's got a very high chance of going to the World Championship. So congratulations to both of them. Over to the women's para 100-metre breaststroke final. Rebecca Redfern won it big time. Already qualified this morning, but she's just... I think she was thrilled with that. I think she was really, really pleased. She obviously went out this morning knowing that she wanted to get it in the bag and went even faster, almost a free hit.
Yeah, I think that just shows how good she is at recovery. Now, it's not an easy race to do that, and so she obviously prioritised her sleep today. She probably had a nap. She prioritised her eating, and she prioritised her stretching, and that's why she was that good.
Yeah, absolutely. Talking of really good, Angharad Evans, another gold medal for her in the women's 100-metre breaststroke. She beat her own British record. She won gold to join her gold that she got in the 200 metres, and she didn't even get her half an M&S chicken today for lunch, which she told me she was really looking forward to. And she was like, you know, I've just got to get my M&S, half a chicken, and then I'll do well in the final. She didn't need it. And M&S was closed, by the way, so she couldn't get it.
Well, it was really nice to see her in the little VT thing when she said, good luck to future Angharad. Well, I can tell you, Angharad, you've done your future self proud. Let's
check her out.
It's 2 legs breaststroke, that's it. It's the final of the women's 100 metres breaststroke at the 2025 Aquatics GB Championships, and a super start right in the centre for Angharad Evans. She's got a lovely, powerful, quite long, rangy stroke on the start of this 100, and she's got to 30. 31.02 is the British record split. Dan, let's see how close she can get to that.
Yeah, very good start up in lane 1 from Sienna Robinson there. Angharad is waiting for no one. She finishes the first 50 in a 31.05. I think she's going to do this.
Well, she's 3/100ths outside of her British record pace, but she has great speed. She's been working on the back half, and let's see how she can do here. This is going to be very, very interesting. Starting to swim away a little bit. Cara Handler going with her in 5.
Yeah, Cara's got the strength from the 200 breaststroke. She does look as if she's catching her, but Angharad is just powering to this finish.
Well, this is a super swim. The time that we're looking for is the British record. That time is 1:05.54. It's her own British record, 1:05.54, 1:05.37. Well done. Oh, it's a super swim. A new British record, and that's just fantastic, and that's the reaction.
Also, another congratulations to Faye Rogers, who I feel like has just been on that podium all week. Another gold medal for her, this time in the women's 100-metre free para final. She has broken 8 records this week, by the way. 8 records.
Yeah, one wasn't enough. I mean, to do 7 more, honestly, Faye, you have been one of my standout swimmers this week.
And also, such a good interviewer.
Oh yeah, she knows how to talk. She's been media trained.
She's been media trained. She gets it. Dan Jervis, it has been an absolute pleasure to do this with you all week. You've been fantastic. This is our last highlight show.
I'm gutted. And Betty, I just have to say, it's been an absolute pleasure working with you. So fun. I've loved every minute of it. It is a bit warm though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you haven't stopped going on all week about the fact you're hot. So now finally you can go home. But or you could jump in the pool.
I mean, it is looking really tempting. I mean, usually this is my first ever champs where I haven't got in. What shall I do about it? I'm boiling.
Are you gonna go? Go on then.
Well.
Off you go.
Good luck in Singapore, everyone.
Oh, the Birkenstocks are off. He's actually gone and done it. Go on then. Go and swim 1,500 metres. How do you feel?
It's colder than I remember.
I love that. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you later.